might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is another week. Today is Monday, November 27th, 2023. We are getting closer and closer to December, and that means to the end of the year. We are almost bringing 2023 to a close. If you do not know who I am your humble host, Tech Coach Ralph, and this is the Coffee and Kata Morning Show. I know you know what coffee is, but if you don't know what kata is, it means like practice, self-practice in like martial arts. So what we do is we extend that to other disciplines. And for us here, it is our coding practices so that we can, continue to get better. We do it early in the morning so we can get our mind ready for the work day, for the week. So, we can go out there and get it, So let me put up this real quick. Boom, here I am, Tech Coach Ralph. We are engineered to win. We had an amazing show yesterday where we were working through Terraform, and then my good friend Don joined us, and we had a wonderful conversation. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. I am also going to clip that and probably make it available this coming Saturday to share that conversation. It was amazing. So I was really, really happy about that he had the time to come up. And, that is just leading us towards our Tech Team 6 panel. And we're going to call it the Technical Operations Unit, So let's go and get after it. All right, so let's do our news stories real quick. Let me see. Go with this one. We're going to do Best Buy, we're going to do Meta, and we're going to do Toyota. All right, so let's go to our shared screen real quick. And first and foremost, let's put up our timer. Where'd that timer come from? So let's go ahead and reset that. And let's go and get into it. All right, so first article of the day, Best Buy's answer to theft, hiring. So Best Buy is hiring more workers to better control theft at its stores. As the retail industry faces crisis-level shoplifting, the electronics chain is beefing up staff, including more security and rolling out full-service cashier lanes. CNN reports shrink. Let's zoom in a bit. Why don't we? All right. So shrink, the industry term for product loss that encompasses theft, rose 19% in 2022, according to the industry data. That has spurred retail giants, including CVS and Sephora, to lock up items on store shelves, frustrating customers. Best Buy's more proactive approach could do a better job averting losses, crime prevention experts say. While TVs are harder to steal than razors, Best Buy doesn't have a clear advantage over other retailers because electronics are among the industry's most stolen items, CNN notes. So, this is a very big problem. And the part about customers being frustrated, well, customers, maybe you should contribute to that little bit of policing that will help you keep your costs down because, hey, somebody has to pay for it. And if it's not the thieves, then it's definitely going to be you paying for it. All right. So I'm all for it. Go ahead and beef up the security. I'm all for CVS and Sephora and Walmart and all those other companies locking up these small items because, hey, those small items accumulate, and there might be a small profit margin on them. So, I'd rather just go ahead and order it on Amazon because, um, you know, it is what it is. All right, so let's move on to our next article. Meta new users were underage. All right, let me get my soundboard up for this stuff. All right, we're gonna go right here. All right, cool. So let's start that again. It says Meta knew users were underage. It says this lawsuit. That one deserves one of those. An unsealed legal complaint alleges that Meta knowingly allowed children under 13 to use Instagram and illegally collected their data, the New York Times first reported. According to the complaint, filed by attorney generals from 33 states, the company received more than 1.1 million reports of underage users from early 2019 to mid 2023 and disabled only a fraction of those accounts. In a statement over the weekend, Meta pointed at the difficulty of verifying ages online. That is true. The social media giant could face penalties totaling hundreds of millions in allegations if the allegations are proven in court. The complaint is part of a lawsuit alleging Meta harms young people by intentionally designing Facebook and Instagram features to be addictive. All right, so this is where you lose me, right? This little part right here where they intentionally design Facebook and Instagram features to be addictive. Look, alcohol is addictive. Is it designed to be addictive? I don't know. Certain like drugs are addictive, and prescription medications are addictive, and so many different things are addictive, right? And here's the thing. They say it harms young people by intentionally designing Facebook and Instagram features to be addictive. Adults are addicted to Facebook and Instagram. Adults are addicted to Netflix and binge watching. Like this, I don't know. This is one thing over here, right? But it harms young people by intentionally designing Facebook. So why don't you launch it against TikTok and stuff like that? This is a stretch for me. Like it's like if you design good software and people use it all the time, now you have to face a lawsuit about that we intentionally built good software because it's addictive. Like, give me a break here. Give me a break. Maybe that's the product person, software engineer, QA engineer mindset of mine, but like we intentionally design products to be used. We want them to be used. All right. Anyways, let's move on from this. All right. So Toyota hybrids take on Tesla. What? Toyota and Tesla are in a race for buyers as Elon Musk's goal to lead the transition to electric vehicles may be hitting a speed bump. EV sales are slowing down as interest in hybrids like those made by Toyota ramps up. Driving the appeal, new products from Toyota amid slowing EV sales growth, lower prices compared with an EV, and no need to charge the battery. As the battle intensifies, Tesla has been forced to slash prices in order to steal sales from Toyota, according to Strategic Vision, a research company. Toyota and its luxury brand Lexus sells 26 EV options in the United States. Deliveries increased 20% during the first 3 quarters of 2023 to 455,000. So, real quick, this is an interesting article, and I remember the the most popular or maybe one of the first Toyota hybrids that I used to see around, which they absolutely annoyed the hell out of me, were the Priuses. But if Toyota's adding more hybrid options other than the Prius, that sounds like a pretty good choice. But I mean, things are seasonal. So it's like now you can see that Tesla sales or EV sales going down, but then they'll pick back up and all this stuff. Because if that wasn't the case, why are there like, what's that gas station? Oh my goodness, what is that? I forgot which gas station it was, right? But they are going to be adding. Oh, I know it's Walmart actually is going to be adding electric vehicle charging stations at pretty much all of their locations across the United States, right? And gas stations are going to be adding them and stuff like that. So, it's interesting because now the more options that become available to be able to charge, because like now, if the same place you would go to charge your car or to put gas in your car, you can also charge your car for maybe 15, 20 minutes to get to wherever you need to go to until you can get a full charge on there. That is going to be pretty interesting. So, and then now, like, what if they start selling, like, how we have jumper cables when our battery dies? What if they have, like, you can just use a power pack to charge your car? So it just depends on the price of the Teslas. But the way I see Tesla, it's like the way that I see iPhone. You can have like, and all the other cars that have EVs, I see them as, or all the other brands that are either like hybrids or EVs that are not Tesla. It's like Android, right? So many different companies make Android, like use the Android operating system, and there's so many different features that you can do with that. It's very open source. So you can have, you can have Samsung, you can have OnePlus, you can have LG, you can have Motorola, and the list goes on and on and on. And you can have different features and all that stuff, right? And to me, they work pretty good. But there are like how many, like 4 or 5 models of Tesla, and the same way with the iPhone. Like there's a new one that comes out, but then they also have like the small iPhones and all that stuff, right? So, but it's very consistent operating system. That's so I see Tesla the way that I see iPhone, and iPhone is a lot more expensive than the Android phones. The same way that Teslas might be more expensive, but maybe they're targeting a particular demographic, a particular niche. So, because to me, Tesla is more of a technology company, which they put their technologies in vehicles, as opposed to a car company who does, who does electric vehicles, right? So like Toyota is a car company. They do all types of cars. They do electric vehicles. They do hybrids. They do gas powered cars, and they have their demographic for that, which is going to be the majority of consumers. But Tesla is targeting they might be targeting another demographic, another like, because brand recognition and stuff like that, and, setting a standard, and, so that's how I see it. So that's why, like, this article, I get it, but I'm not too worried about it. So with that being said, let's move on back to here. All right, cool. So we are going to continue with our challenge. Where the next thing we have to do, allegedly, and I say allegedly, Don gave me access. I don't know why he do that, but he gave me access to the repo so that I could open the pull request. So we're gonna open the pull request, and there's many different ways to open a pull request, but we are going to we're gonna take a look and we're gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna just like on Friday, I opened a pull request straight through PyCharm, which I found absolutely fascinating. But I'm gonna show you real quick the different ways you can do it. So let's go and put what time is it? Ooh, 35. Time is running. All right, I'm gonna put 20 minutes on the clock, right? Because we got some things to do today. So let's go to 20 minutes countdown, and we are going to, let me pull up my PyCharm. And where is it? Oh my goodness, where's PyCharm? Oh, there it goes. Lost it for a second there. All right, so, and we have our rock, paper, scissors challenge repo. So we are good to go. And the first thing that we're going to do, which on Wednesday's video of software explorations, I will be talking about my most commonly used terminal and Linux commands, and Git makes the list. I don't know if you believe that Git is a terminal Linux command or not, but I use it all the time in the terminal. So this is my list. Might not be the same as your list, but this is my list. And I just want to show, so we are going to, let me open up the right project first. Yes, I still have my Terraform stuff open, so we had a great time with that yesterday. But we are going to Chaos Camp Challenges. So on So on the screen, we have the Chaos Camp Challenge, and on this screen, we have our so this is the Docker file that we created, and this is not the Docker file that we created. This is the Docker file that is that was already there to build the Docker image. So I'm gonna close that, and we're gonna go here, and what we want to do is we want to push the code to. I gotta fix my terminal for git pushing, but we want to push our rock paper scissors challenge code. All right. So we're gonna go to git, and we're gonna go to push, and now we are at the moment of truth, right? So moment of truth time. Let's find out if Don actually did give us access to push to the repo. All right. So let's go. Push. And we're going to do it as Tech Coach Ralph. And again, as Tech Coach Ralph. And it failed. So let's see. 403. Let's see. Requested URL returned 403. So all right. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull it up in the browser. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see here. Am I able to? Let's see, who are the members of this project? I'm not a contributor on there. See, that might be a problem. Let's see. That's weird. All right, let's take a look over here. Let's take a look. So I am here. But, all right, so let's see. If I go to projects, repo, rock, paper, scissors challenge, and let me see. Oh, let's go to settings and collaborators and teams. And we go here, here. And I am not there. But because I am a member of the organization, I should be able to just add myself. Let's see. Let's see what happens. We do that, and I don't think I want all that. All right, let's go to right. Or not. Well, I guess I have to be an admin then. All right, cool. Let's go with that. All right, so I am in here now. I wonder if I could change this. This is an okay. So look at that. I'm touched. I am an organization owner, and I can only be in admin. All right. So with that being said, let's just go and we have that. So now we go back to code, and I should have the option to create a branch, I guess. Yeah, I do. So cool. So now let's try again to
Another one.
I always do that. Not another one. Not another one. All right. Move back over here. And we are going to say, we're going to try our push again. So git and push. Typically, I like to do this through the command line, but through the terminal. But I have like this issue that I need to reset my login on the command line. So that's why I'm going through this terrible route. But let's say we push. And now, moment of truth one more time. Login. Login again. All right. So, what in the world is going on? So, let's see. Why is it doing that? So we see that we are, and this is part of the challenge. You know, this is part of the challenge because we if we can't push to our repo, then but the thing is we have access, so we should be able to figure it out. So let me see. Do I have to approve it? Let me see. So we go to, so we're in the rock paper scissors settings, collaborators, and all right. So I'm not being asked to approve it, to accept anything. So we have that. Let's see. Branches. So, and the error is I don't have access. I should though. Should have access. Let me try again. Maybe, you know, sometimes it takes some time to just do a pull first. Main. All right. So now if we do a push and we choose this one, actually we do a git status. So let's go over here and we're gonna do a make sure everything is up there. So yeah, that's good. So if I try the push again, right? Push. That doesn't work. I'm just gonna close out PyCharm and try to, but I don't think it's a PyCharm thing because I think it's a authentication thing. Do push. This one. Yep, it's still failing for some reason. Permission to denied, unable to access. 403 is a permission error. So 403 is a so that's what is a let's go and let's go here. So 403 is error when the web server recognizes the request but can't provide access. So why do we not have access at this point? So let's see. Oh, it still says contributors as only Dawn. Why am I not a contributor? Let's see. So let's go to settings. Maybe we missed something. Collaborators and team. Role type. Two members have access to this repository. Base role direct access. Let's add team. Yeah, it's not add team. I'm right there. I don't know. It's weird. Let's see. All a part of troubleshooting, I tell you. So we go back this way. Sure. Can read, clone, push to this repository. Can also manage issues. So let's try this. I'm going to try to let's go to I should be able to create the branch though. Let's go to branches. I'm gonna do test Ralph test create or let's do what I'm doing is I'm gonna create a test branch, right? And if that creates so that created, right? So I should be able to so now 403. All right, so now if so now that I was able to create a branch, I wonder now, let's try it again. So let's see, update project, merge incoming changes to the current branch, rebase. All right, so let's do that. Okay. And we're able to do all of that. Skip to repositories. All right, good. All right, so we're able to bring in this test branch. So now if we go to push, rock, paper, scissors, and let's try to push that again. So why is it trying with this one? I don't want it to go with this one. So login. Very strange. Rock, paper, scissors. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to add this branch manually. I mean, shouldn't have to do it this way. I don't know. Some permission thing is weird. But what I'm going to do, we're going to try something crazy here. So let's delete this branch, right? And I am going to create a new branch and I'm going to call it, I don't want to, well, I guess I could do that. Let me see something. So if I am in Git, and let's say we do manage remote, rock, paper, scissors. Okay. And GitHub. Let's just go straight to, I want to try something. Let's go straight to creating the pull request. Cannot load data from GitHub, although you appear to have correct authorization credentials. Enabled OAuth op restriction, meaning the data access to third parties is limited. For more information on these restrictions, oh, I see, says the blind man. All right, cool. So that's probably why we can't push through GitHub because of these OAuth restrictions. So all right, so now I guess we can try to do, let's see if we do git push, right? And let's try if we do this right here. Nope. This is all part of QA and troubleshooting, and this is why like my mind is working right now, right? Because I'm trying to figure out this problem. So we do this, but but I think it probably pushed it up as my other user and not as the Tech Coach Ralph one, because both of my accounts have access, but we were able to push. So now if we swoop over to this screen, and if we refresh, we should see our branch pop up over here. There we go. TCR add health check. All right. So all right, so let's go ahead and open up our pull request. So what is a pull request, right? A pull request is what gives you the ability to open into merging into the another branch, right? Usually it's going into the main branch or the master branch. But you don't want to just merge it just like that. You want to get some code review and stuff so you can get some feedback, make the necessary changes. Usually like would have a branch protection rule, like right here. Branch protection isn't so protect the branch from force pushing or deletion. Requires status checks before merging, right? So that is a good idea to implement. Um, but I am not going to do that. Let me see. Oh, let's click on the button and see what happens, right? But we don't have to do that at the moment. But yeah, require a pull request before merging, right? I think sometimes they say it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. So I'm just going to click on this box and we'll say requires one member approval before merging. And we can always turn it back off if we have to. So, but I'm just going to turn that on because it's just safer because I don't want to go and merge anything into the master branch without getting any approval. So let's go ahead to create that, right? And now we have our branch protection rule. So now let's go open up our pull request so you can see what happens, right? So we have our, let's see, where do I find it? Pull request. All right, so nothing's open yet. But if we go to our branch over here, oh, it was done by me. All right, cool. So we have 2 commits ahead. And where's the option to open my pull request? So we go here. And there we go. So we want to discuss and review the changes in comparison with others, right? So I want to create a pull request. And you know what we could probably do? So Don is not going to be able to make it to a morning show, but what we can do maybe on a Thursday show, we can go ahead and review the pull request with Don, and see how on the other side, like, so I'm going to create the pull request, right? But we want to see, the pull request being reviewed. So what we are going to do is, I'm going to see if he has capacity so that he can join us on one of these shows, maybe Tuesday night, maybe Thursday night, maybe Sunday, whatever the case may be. And we can probably try to review the pull request together. Okay. So let me go and add the title. So added health check and test for the health check to merge. The health check to confirm application is up and running. And you know what? We can just add a little running
Lunch
emoji.
break. Lunch break.
And it's the end of the show, but we are going to I like using emojis. So our description. So this is in like markdown language. So we're going to say that feature added a health check endpoint to let us know the status of the application. And we're going to say also added an accompanying test case to validate test health check endpoint works as expected. And then we're going to put this in bold. That in bold. Let me see. Any other notes to add? No, I think that's it. Where else did I put so requirements before testing completed. And we're gonna say our checkbox, and we're going to say dev testing, QA testing. Right. Oh yeah. I didn't have to do any update to the Docker file, so that should do it. I don't think I did actually. Let me see. Oh, we can see it here, right? So we have this, and if we go down here, it shows the code that you added, right? Um, and that's it. Nothing to the health check file. What is this? Oh yeah, and I updated the README. Up the read file to include information about the health check. All right, cool. So we are done with writing up our pull request. We see the code that was changed. We are going to request Don as a reviewer, and we'll put his put this one. And I don't know who Christopher Dolan is, but he's on it, so I'm gonna add him as well. Why not? Right? The more eyes on our pull request, the better. Get some additional feedback and what we can do better. So, and I am not going to add myself, but here you go. And I would say I can put myself as the assignee. And labels. We have any labels in here? So this is a enhancement, and improvements to documentation as well. And is there a project? There's not a project associated with that. Well, let me see. Project repository. Okay, no. All right, cool. And that is our pull request. So we are going to click create. So our very own pull request. Are you guys ready for this? Another moment of truth. All right. So
another one.
That one I meant to do. So, and you can do a draft pull request, but we're ready for this, right? So we're just going to do create pull request. And our first pull request has been created. And it is oh, what happened to my checkboxes aren't there. So is it like this? Preview? Oh, not good. Let me fix this real quick. Where is it? Task list. Oh, that's how it is. Okay, cool. So we are gonna go like that. And like that. And like that. And if we preview, we should be good to go. All right, cool. And actually, let me bold this as well. All right, cool. There we go. We are good to go with our pull request. Update the comment, and then so there we go. Review required. Merging is blocked, and you could bypass it, but you can always turn this off as well. The bypass branch protection rules. But we do want it to get reviewed by at least one person, and we want it to, and then there's 3 pending reviewers, and we want to be able. So once this is approved, then we should be able to merge it. Like I said, this is a good practice right here, so that's why I went ahead and I added it. But if Don thinks that we shouldn't have it on, then we'll turn it off. But I think this is the proper way to approach it. All right, so let's go back to full screen. And this was a great challenge. Did you guys notice the lighting in the back? Oh my God. Like, I am absolutely impressed by my new lighting, and I'm so happy to have it. You guys seen it here first. I just set it up last night. You guys are the first to see it. So if you tuned into the morning show, you got a glimpse of what is to come. But it's time to go. So check out Getting Conversations coming out at noon. I will see you live tomorrow night for another Q&A session. But with that being said, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can know every time that we go live. Like the video, share the video, check out the Patreon at techcoachralph.dev. Until next time, friends, have a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful, wonderful week.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.